You and I have both chatted about this because we're just like, what are these brands doing? And it's about how you respond on social media when there is a tragedy, whether it's national, local, whatever. There are certain things in my mind that you should and should not do. Number one being, as a brand, and this is, I'm talking about you as a brand as well as the company that you represent, or if you're a marketing person, you do not create a graphic with your company logo super obvious on there. You shouldn't even put the company logo on there at all. Personally, I don't think that should happen from a marketing perspective. And then try to sell your products or services.
I was reading about the wildfires. There was a discussion about this actually on Reddit, and somebody gave a very bad yet very real example of somebody capitalizing on the attention of talking about the situation. But they said, this is the direct quote, "These sales are hot."
No. So I've seen some people also post like, and these are bigger names because you follow this stuff. They put like the flame emoji. I'm like, no, probably not a good idea to put that out right now, especially if you're responding to somebody you know and it has nothing to do with the tragedy. Fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm not saying you can't use that, but if it's about it, you don't respond with the flame emoji. It's not a good idea. It's not a good look. And maybe I'm reading more into it than I should, but this is like when I'm looking at optics, when I'm thinking like big brand wise, like this is not what we want to do. Now, putting out a very tasteful post, if you are personally affected, not by affected, like you have family there, or you have friends there, or you have business, like, hey, we are thinking about you. If you need any help, reach out to us. We know that there's only so much that we can do or you can do at this time. You're probably not on social media, but we're here for you. That is a perfect way to address this. I was actually talking to somebody yesterday from a title company, and we were discussing the fires in California. And he's like, I've seen some companies that have done some really strange stuff with this. And he's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I said, in that respect, it's not. I said, but when we're talking, because he and I were talking about what happens now, and he goes, the biggest issue that's going to happen is fraud. It's like you're going to have all of these houses, all of these buildings that are now empty lot. Well, they're not empty lots, right? The structures are still there somewhat. He goes, there's going to be a lot of fraud. He goes, we see that happen in Florida a lot, where hurricanes come through, buildings get demolished. It sits there because they can't rebuild right away because you have to go through all the permitting and everything like that. He goes, and somebody will get on Craigslist and sell the property to somebody else. It creates a huge issue. And I said, so that to me would be a great post. Probably not right now, but within like a week or two, hey, just so you're aware, these are some of the things to look for in the event that there's going to be title issues. There's going to be challenges that come up because of the fact that these buildings have been destroyed, these homes have been destroyed, and what are the best practices and steps forward, basically.